Welcome to H2K Infosys. H2K Infosys is a e-verify business based in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. We provide 100% job-oriented, instructor-led, face-to-face, true live online software training programs. It also includes access to Cloud Test Lab with software tools. We provide live project for you to work on. We also provide assistance with mock interviews, resume preparation and review, and job placement assistance. H2K Infosys is trusted by so many students across the world. H2K Infosys provides world-class services in IT training with real-time project work for corporates and individuals, special IT training for MS students in the United States, software design, development, QA manual and automation, performance testing and maintenance, IT staff augmentation, job placement assistance, and tech support.
Folks, everyone able to hear me and able to see my screen?
There is a paper on the way.
I'm sorry, Ravi.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
So, folks, anyone of you have any doubts before we start the class? Manoj, you are not able to hear me? Hello, Manoj? Folks, anyone facing any issues with audio?
No, I can hear you fine.
Okay. Manoj. Folks, anyone have any doubts? No?
Can you install the MySQL in the MacBook Pro also? I'm using an OS X.
I think we can install, but with Mac there are so many rights and
Okay.
I haven't used Mac.
Yeah, okay, fine. I will. I mean, is it required for the class today that I need to install it?
If you want to practice, you have to install it.
Okay.
Do we need to install something today?
Whenever you want to practice it after the class, right? I've sent you PDF also on how to install the MySQL. Folks, everyone received those materials?
Yeah, we got.
Yeah. So please give me your email ID and I'll resend that to you. Folks, anyone who haven't received, please put your email on the chat and I'll send you after the class. Today we'll be discussing the SQL basics. So why do we need to learn SQL as Java developers? Anyone? As Java developers, why Java developers need to learn SQL? Anyone of you? Why are we learning SQL? What's the purpose of SQL?
Every application will have a database in the backend of it, and naturally we'll have to check if we are doing the same thing by checking in the database using the SQL statement. Whatever we write through Hibernate or something, we need to check, background check if it is correct or not.
The data that the application is using, we have to persist it, right? We have to save it. That's why we use the relational databases or the databases, which is the word normally used, right? So when I'm writing a Java application or when I'm building a Java application, that application needs to connect to the database, right? In the general example, if you try to log in to any website, right? So the website should have the ability to check the existence of the user and the match for the password for you, to allow you to log in, right? Where does it check it, right? This data should be saved in the database or, in any persistence format. The popular used persistence format is the database. So we need to get data from the database or put data into the database. So we use the SQL in day-to-day Java development. So in SQL, we have data manipulation language. So what is data manipulation language? The language that is used to manipulate the data. You want to add some data, add a row into the table, or you want to delete it, or you want to update it, or you want to extract the data from the database. All these come under the data manipulation language. Select is used to extract data from the database. So when we say select star from person, what is this person? Persons is the table name. And when we say star, it gets all the rows from the person table. If we want to update a record in the database, we use update. If you want to delete, we use the delete. Using delete and update, we can delete or update more than one go. If we want to insert new data into the database, we use insert into. And in addition to DML, data manipulation language, we have DDL. What is DDL? DDL is the data definition language. What do we mean by DDL? The construct that defines the data, that defines how the data is going to be, or where the data should be present. That's come under the data definition language. So first, when we have the SQL installed, we can have multiple databases. We can create multiple databases on the SQL. We use the create database to create a database. And if you want to modify the database, we use the alter database. And first, when we have the database, we have to create a table. Right? In database, we create tables using the create table. We say create table, table name, and we specify the columns that should be present in the table. And we have the alter table. Using the alter table, we can add new columns, we can remove columns, or we can say drop columns. We can delete columns from the table, or we can add different kind of constraints to the table. And drop table, it completely deletes the table. I mean, the table itself is deleted from the database. When we say delete, it deletes the rows When we say drop, the table itself is deleted from the database. It's not just the data in the table. We have some concept called as index in Java. So index for a table. So what is an index? Index is a search key. Basically, when we create index on a column, we can create index on multiple columns also. Folks, could everyone please mute your microphone? We create index on one or more columns of a table to search the data. To make the retrieval of the data faster, we create indices or we create index on the table. If you want to drop or delete that index, we use the drop index. These come under the data definition language and the select, update, delete, insert. And these are also popularly called as the thread operations. They come under the data manipulation language. Folks, any doubts under this DML and DDL?
Can you explain indexing again?
Indexing, when we create an index, right? The database, internally in the database, it maintains a different table, like, which is sorted based on a specific column. Search, when we do a search or when we say, select star, get me rows from the table with a specific criteria, right? Or with a specific criteria.
So we are searching in a table?
Yes.
So we create an index in the table?
Yes, we create index for the table.
We create an index for the table to search what in the table?
No, see, let me tell you this way. I write a query here, right? I say select star from table. What happens when I say select star from actor? I get all the records, right?
Yes.
I get all the records that are present in the table. Okay? So if I want to, when I use the where class is used to filter the records, and by specifying a criteria. So what is my criteria here? My criteria is to get the active whose first name starts with P, right? So it has to go to each and every row, check the first name, and then decide if it matches my criteria or not, right?
Right.
Instead, if an index is created on the first name, right?
Right.
So there will be one more table that is internally maintained in which the records are sorted based on first name. So when I say get me these things starting with only P, it's easy for the database to fetch and give me those records when I create index on the first name. You understand what I'm saying?
Not really. Can you explain again?
Index or like the search keys that are internally, when we create it, those are internally used by the database. When we try to get the results by specifying a specific criteria.
Okay.
So when we create index on the first name, it internally has the data that are sorted based on the first name.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
So when it is sorted, it's easy for it to retrieve it, or it has its own algorithm to divide in between, do a binary search, and all those things.
So, but we don't have to use the word index.
When we are retrieving, we don't use it. We create index, and then we can do a normal query like this. Internally, the index gets used.
Okay.
It takes advantage of the index that is created. Index is for better performance.
Okay.
This query works with and without index, but the performance will be good when we create index.
All right, thanks.
Uday, I have already sent everyone the document to install MySQL.
Oh,
Okay.
I just got here actually. I didn't get time to.
Yeah. I mean, I sent like just before the class.
Yes, yes.
So I think Prateek and Venkat didn't get it. I'll send them after the class. So if anyone doesn't receive, please put your email ID and I'll add it to the list and I'll send you these materials after.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just go through my email. Might be I have not got it. So I'll send you my email ID.
Okay. Folks, you understand the difference between data manipulation language and data definition language? See, when we create a table, we are specifying, right? When I create a table, I say I have a column of this type. I have a first name of character and a last name, and I have a last update with date, right? That is defining the schema of the table, right? That is defining the schema of the table. So it is defining on how the data should be in the table, right? So it comes under the data definition language. So when we are modifying the data, or or getting the data or accessing it, that comes under the data manipulation language. So the operations, select, update, delete, and insert are part of the data manipulation language. Yes, schema means the structure of the table. So when
I'm sorry. Is schema is database, right, or the structure of the table?
See, the data. What is a schema in general? The structure. When I say XML schema, it defines on how an XML should be. When I say table schema, it depends on how a table should be, right?
Okay.
Schema is nothing but we use the word schema for a structure.
Okay, so it means schema is a table? Is that what it means?
No, schema can be used with anything. When I say table schema, it is I'm saying the structure of the table. When I say XML schema, it is the schema is what defines how it should be. The structure of it is defined. We call it as how the structure should be is defined by schema.
Structure of okay.
The structure of a table. What are the columns in it? What it contains.
Okay, that's the structure. So that's the structure, right? What the column's gonna be and. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So folks, we have the where class. When I say select star from specific table, it gets me all the records from the table. If I want to filter the records based on a specific criteria, we use the where class. Where can be followed by colon. I can say where first name. We can use equals also. I can say where first name equals name. So it fetches me those records wherein the first name is Nick. Right? So where class is used to filter the rows in the database with the criteria that is specified. And if I say I want to delete a record from this database, from the table. So what I use delete from table name. If I do this, it deletes all the records. So if you want to delete a specific thing, I say, where first name equals. So what happens? It deletes all the records whose first name is Nick. So when I execute this, I don't think that the transaction is getting committed. Usually we use this delete.
Neha, should it be NICK capital? I'm not sure. I mean, in the first name in the database, it looks like it's in caps lock.
But it is fetching me from the select query, right? But it is case sensitive. Yeah, it is case sensitive though.
Yeah.
Data is case sensitive. I mean, the columns, when we use, I can use first name like this, but the data is case sensitive. But I'm just wondering, why are we getting data for this in the first place?
I will put it in double quotes. I'm not sure.
Double?
Yeah, I mean, it will give an error.
No, we put this weight chart in a single quotes only. I'm not sure is there any editor that it's making it, but internally it should be this way because data is 100% case sensitive. So it shouldn't be fetching this data for me when I am doing this where class, right? So folks, this editor might have some kind of issues, but take my word, data is case sensitive. It is case sensitive. So I'm using my SQL editor to, for easy purpose and a command prompt, but looks like it has some issues. But the data is case sensitive. This, when I use a capital letter instead of small, they are not one and the same. Let me just try. This
put like
yes.
first name.
I think it's reading everything in capital.
Yeah. So means just to see, can you reflect stars on the text and first name equal to capital Nick? Means everything in Nick, or with everything in capital.
We're getting the same result when we're doing lowercase also, right? I'm getting this result. I'm getting the same result when I'm executing this.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like there is some problem with this editor, folks. But the data is.
Can you run with the second option? Like you're selecting the query, and you have that some signs over there. After save, there is
not.
Sorry?
It is not directly a database. You're using a tool, right? So maybe it is somewhere it is doing, something that it is ignoring the case.
Yes, exactly. Or, the data is case sensitive, but maybe it is displaying it like that.
Yeah, because this tool probably somewhere it is setting the property to,
Yes, exactly. I could have tested this tool before the class. I just installed it so that I could, show you easily than doing it in a command prompt.
I don't think there is some space involved after Nick, right? So, I mean, you can try with actor ID and see if it deletes.
No, but whatever the database should be case sensitive, right?
Yeah. So,
or you can try using like Nick using percentage on both the sides of Nick.
When you're highlighting the query and executing it, you are choosing the second option, which is execute the query after this cursor or something like that, below this cursor. So that's
yeah, but
why
it is showing Nick anyway. It's going to do the same thing, right? If you say like percentage Nick, it's going to show all the Nicks.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how does it really make a difference? Folks don't get confused with this editor.
Yeah, that's the option you need to select, I guess, while deleting.
Now use the deleter for let's see if it works.
We shouldn't be using double quotes instead of delete while doing a select.
No. No. We use single quotes. Did you ever use double quotes when doing a database query?
Yeah, I did it like an year back, but yeah, it was Oracle, and we used to do double quotes.
Okay, to my knowledge, it's not. To my knowledge?
Oh, not in like, but in equal to.
Okay. But to my knowledge, no. But as you're saying, I just don't want to. You want to delete this now?
No, I just want to select. Oh, same thing. Doesn't matter.
Okay. I think it should be giving some error.
Yeah, no knows it. Can you do just select here rather than delete? Will at least.
It's not deleting, right?
It's
Folks, don't really bother about this editor, okay?
Yeah,
It's not double quotes in Oracle, it is single quotes. I don't know.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. To my knowledge, it is single quotes and not double quotes. Maybe I don't know where you have used.
It is single quotes, it's not double quotes.
Yeah, to my knowledge also, in my experience, I have never used double quotes. It's single quotes. Whether it's equal or like, it's only single quotes.
Okay. Yeah, I used it like a year back. I don't know whether it was single or double.
Can you do commit?
Yeah, because like some different kind of databases, Derby or something, they might have like little difference in that. So it's not, it might not be consistent. But like I have worked with SQL, Oracle, and DB2, it's single quotes in all the three databases. So folks,
yeah, but if you really do on Toad is also a tool for Oracle. It is very
is the best. It's the favorite tool for me.
Yeah. Toad, PL SQL, there are a lot of them. Like sometimes when you make a mistake, it just, it's so forgiving because it is already set up that way. So probably you have somewhere, properties to ignore the case.
Yes, exactly. Somewhere in this tool, I'm sure there is a property that's ignoring the case or something of it. But folks, I'm 100% sure that the data is case sensitive. Yeah, what? Someone is saying something?
Yes, can you do a commit afterwards? Delete it with the first option after save. There is the zigzag lightning option, and do a commit after that. Just run this query by selecting full query with the first option. Yeah, that one, and do a commit. Now select.
You are getting a message. If you say 775, you are using safe update mode and try to update.
So folks, just ignore this, editor. So really don't bother about this. But using delete, we'll be able to delete the rows by specifying some specific criteria. You can practice it when you come to install it. I think I installed this editor in the very last minute of the class. I thought this editor will be better than a command prompt. So folks, you understood like the DDL and VML part of it, right? Hello? Hello, yes. Everyone. Yeah. You see, it's clearly giving an error, right? It's clearly saying we are doing it in a safe state mode. I have like very bad voice today. So if you're not able to understand my voice, please let me know. I have a kind of have very bad cold, so bear with me. And if you don't understand something, please don't hesitate to repeat. Ask me to repeat it. So folks, you understand the DDL and DML part. I'm sure many of you know it is these basic database concepts, right? Okay, in select statement, when it says star, it selects all the columns from the table. Instead, we can specify, only specific columns that we want to get it. When we say star, it's getting us all the columns, right? Let's say I want to get only actor ID. I could get this. In comma separated, I can specify, whatever the columns that I really want to get. I don't know, this tool is a little bit actually new for me. Usually in SQL we can say star and it gives all the rows in addition to the rows that we actually specified.
So many of our students have given testimonials on how our training programs are. You will find them on kudzu.com and on our website H2KInfosys.com. On our website H2KInfosys.com, you will also find more detailed information on who we are, the courses that we offer, what each course covers. Also, if you're interested in a demo program, please register on our homepage on the left-hand side. Just give us more information about yourself and we will send you a link for a demo class. The demo class is absolutely free. Experience our commitment by just attending an orientation workshop at no cost. Our team of faculty and advisors are here to guide you with the right information. If you still have more questions, please feel free to call us. Call us at 770-777-1269. This is a United States number. If you're calling from the UK, call us at 020-337-17615. You can also email us at training@h2kinfosys.com or h2kinfosys@gmail.com. Thank you for watching our videos. We wish you a great career in information technology.